Hello everybody, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since I've kind of made a video with me speaking. My apologies, I kind of took a break from the whole YouTube thing. But today I have a short update video on the concrete cauldron video that I made quite a while ago now. It was probably around a year ago that I had actually released it. Probably more than that actually, during Hayes Tech's high point, but this is what I have. So this is using Vanilla Tweaks Data Pack Cauldron Concrete, and it basically allows it so that if we have a cauldron and we were to fill it with water, and we have concrete powder, so concrete powder, we can throw it into the cauldron, pick it up, and then we have solid concrete. And that's basically what this entire thing uses to basically delete the use of a traditional concrete factory, where you move the falling entities around into some type of blast chamber, blow them up, and it's a whole process that way. But this instead uses purely the cauldron, basically. I released this video forever ago and I explained it, and it was a very similar looking contraption, but I was just looking around and I was kind of stuck on videos to make, and I realized that I actually hadn't made a video on this. So the way it works is your items, they come right through here, then they land on this top trapdoor, which this is essentially acting as a batching mechanism, as you would have in a storage kind of. So the items continuously come in and they'll land on this trapdoor, and then this pressure plate detects that they're there, activates this little pulse extender that starts this clock, and then this clock then powers this batching mechanism. And I can kind of show this here if I just stand on it. And yeah, you can see that they basically just switch. And it has to happen in the exact same game tick, or else you get things just flying everywhere. It's a little weird. I did design this a while ago, but I remember that very clearly. So let me just turn it on. Obviously, this is simulating, and you probably wouldn't have this much concrete coming through your system. I mean, you could theoretically with this system have like, I don't know. I'm gonna get crazy here, but. I have two of them. I don't know why this one isn't working. There you go. And you could have double the concrete powder, and it's not going to break. So you can see here how this batching thing works. And then land this water, get aligned against this trapdoor, get sent down on top of this trapdoor and vents gate into the concrete cauldron. And then they get spit out and burned. You obviously would have that going to some kind of variable loader, or you could do what we did on Hayes Tech and have quite literally, I think it was 88 6x loaders, and that was before the minimal prefill ones came out. And essentially we had like 1,000+ hoppers just completely filled with concrete, and if one broke or if it was unloaded at the wrong moment, oh boy. Anyways, this also allows for something that some of the concrete factories don't, in that you can have multiple dupers running at the same time and convert them into concrete. That, in my opinion, is really cool. It obviously isn't vanilla, but I am by far not a vanilla purist, so I don't really care. But this thing is really, really cool. The video on it a while ago got some love, and I was talking to someone yesterday, I think, and they told me that once they saw this video, they saw the concrete cauldron idea, they couldn't go back from it. And that jogged my memory and went, oh yeah, I never actually released the update video to that. So, yeah. Anyways, you can also turn this lever on here, and it will allow the concrete to stay in its powdered form and be burned again. But you know, whatever. It's the same thing. Here, I'm gonna do this quick so that I can turn this off at the same time, and we will see the shutdown and how quickly it kind of happens. Actually, that would be, of course, if I had it on the concrete mode. So I'll let this run for a minute here. And then, as soon as we shut it off, it will phase out this clock here, and that clock will turn off. And even if these last few items come through like the last possible moment, this will still trigger, and it will still send the items through. So you will never, ever, with the last iteration of this, you could get items stuck on top of this trapdoor, and it is extremely difficult to do that now. I could try and replicate it if you want, but it's very difficult because you basically have to time that. There, I did it. No, I did not. Never mind. This is actually impossible because you'd have to be so lucky. You'd have to get an item on the edge, the very, very edge of this trapdoor within the last. Oh my god, what did I do? Within the last 2 pixels of it, so that it would end up landing on top of this concrete cauldron, and you'd have to just like quit the game so that it gets them loaded, and then you have to load it again so the cauldron doesn't start moving. And then again, it still probably would, because it moves back and forth even after you turn on the cauldron or the concrete mode, which is kind of interesting. So, and yeah, that trapdoor closes after a little bit. Oh, that's right. So that doesn't really matter if it's open or closed. It's kind of a matter of fact if this gets powered, if this gets locked when that signal's coming through. It doesn't matter. That just stops the clock from actually activating. But it doesn't matter if that's open or closed. That's why there's water here. Yada yada yada. I can try and replicate that again because that was kind of interesting. I kind of didn't realize that was a thing. There. So it doesn't matter. The chances of that happening, as long as you just switch modes. I shouldn't even say that, because you can switch modes while it's running, so I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Oh, I can go more with this? How much is that? Is this gonna... This might kill my game, I'll be honest. Oh no, it would be the same amount of entities. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. This is just such a cool concept to me. And you know, I figured if people are still using the one that I made forever ago, they might as well get something of an update. You know. And this is simple enough to do to your end platform. So this is obviously not in the end platform. Let's finish. So right now I have garlic breads, concrete factory just set up. I was testing it for something else, but you can either have this silly string set up here and just have the concrete literally just fall directly onto the trapdoor at the top of the concrete cauldron factory. Yeah. Or you can let it build the different style dupers where the items get momentum that way, and then have them fall down into the crack and then out. But we were playing in 1.19, I think, and we didn't have access to silly string. Or no, we were playing in 1.16. Shit. Oh, I'm just now realizing how kind of old that is. I think it was 116. It might be 119. I could be misremembering things, but I remember us not having silly string or not knowing what it was. So, yeah. All right. Let me finish the video over here, just because. Yeah. If you have any questions, obviously leave them down in the comment section. This thing's pretty much unbreakable. The only thing is that you need to have the data pack. I will link it in the description, along with the Litematic for this thing in the Google Drive download. Yeah. Expect more videos coming hopefully sooner, as you know, I have some more time on my hands now, and I might as well use it.